So today we're getting ready to go into an arbitration against the not so good hands people, Allstate, on a underinsured claim. My client was injured in a motor vehicle accident, injured a knee requiring a torn meniscus orthoscopic repair, and also has disc injuries in his neck. And you're going to see here the importance of medical treatment come to play in this particular case. We have the insurance company's doctor, kind of their paid-to, go-to insurance doctor, doing a medical reviews, never examined the patient once, concluding that he has no injuries to his spine. So just check this out as I go through this, and we'll see what happens today. I hope the arbitrators rule in our favor.
So as I mentioned, here's what we prepared for the arbitrators. On the left column here, we have all the providers. So as you go down these rows, there are four medical providers, and then the fifth was Allstate's what they call independent medical examiner. They're not independent, they're biased. These are doctors who make part of their living from just reviewing medical records and giving opinions that support insurance companies. But in any event, what we did here is to try to show that in the neck at the various levels, it's called C2-3 as you work down from the top of the neck down, C3-4, C4-5, C6-7. Those were basically the levels that were at issue in this case. And so basically what we show here in this table is that four medical doctors all find something, either disc bulges or herniations at one or more levels, but when you get down to the IME or the defense medical examiner in this case, they say nothing, or that there's just a simple strain sprain. And to kind of further illustrate how far off on an island this defense medical examiner was in the case, we also show the MRI film itself. And so you'll see we have circled at the top the small disc bulge at C2, C3, and then the culprit in this particular case is the herniated disc at C3-4, and you'll see there where the arrow is that's the dark feature, and there's a spinal cord, and you'll see that the disc, that dark area, it should be all white, so there should be a gap. If you look up above the top circle, it should be all white running down through here. And the reason why it's not white is because the disc material has herniated, and it is all, the disc itself is pushing there and impinging on the spinal cord, which is a major problem and produces severe pain. And then you'll see down at these other two levels there's herniations or bulges. So in essence, what we're trying to show in the image to the right is a later MRI showing essentially the same findings, is that the defense medical examiner didn't see any of these four findings that are evident on MRI, and the four other medical doctors, two of which are surgeons, see what is evident. So we hope that this is helpful in the arbitrators reaching a fair and just result in this case, and we'll just wait and see.
So earlier we were talking about the underinsured claim against Allstate and the arbitration that we have. This is a big team effort, even in an arbitration, because there's a big brief that gets filed with all the arbitrators, along with all the exhibits, medical records, all those things supporting all the medical bills that go into the case, the wage loss that goes into the case, as well as the non-economic losses for pain and suffering and loss of normal life. So in this particular case, we'd agreed to, there's different formats for arbitrations, but we agreed to submit everything on paper and then do a quick argument. So we did that earlier. We've been waiting. One of the things I first do is get out of the suit, because I hate waiting. It's torture to wait on these, whether you're in a courtroom, on a jury to come back, or for arbitrators in a decision. The good news is, in this case, in a case where Allstate offered $0 to resolve the case, the arbitrators awarded $187,500 for our client. So it's another great day for the champions, for the injured team, and most importantly, our client.